Well, for the first time this season, we play under the Lady in Black here in New Albany, and it is time for some late KYT and conference action here in UPSL as Southern Indiana FC gets set to take on Nashville here in an excellent matchup, to say the least. Today's game is brought to you by River City Mortgage, your dream, our commitment. Well, good evening, everybody, from wherever you may be watching here on the ISC Sports Network alongside Brant McCoskey. I'm Kurt Darling. Brant, we're back at it here again here at the Green Valley Soccer Complex as Southern Indiana FC looking to follow up a big Open Cup victory just a week ago back here in conference play.
Well, Kurt, it's great to be back in the booth with you, my friend. The Teal are coming off a big Open Cup win, the big 7-1 Open Cup win, which was fantastic. A couple weeks ago, had that draw against the Tennessee Tempo, the defending national champion Tennessee Tempo at that. So really big thing tonight is come in, get the 3 points. They have a strong hold on the second place position in the KYTN conference as of right now. The Tennessee Tempo are going to be tough to catch when it comes to the standings right now, but really biggest thing they can do is take care of what they can take care of and get those 3 points here tonight.
Of course, at the moment, Southern Indiana FC sitting well back of Tempo in the conference standings. It looks like a regular season championship is pretty much out of reach at this point, but nevertheless, you're still playing to at least hold on to that playoff spot here as we get ready to talk about postseason play here for the Teal.
Yeah, biggest thing, you want to go into the playoffs with as much confidence as possible. Take care of business this match against Nashville. Go into your last game, which is on the road. Take care of business there. Then you have an Open Cup match here in 2 weeks on the 22nd, which is going to be massive as well, welcoming a team, I believe it's Briar United FC from North Carolina. So that will be a huge match. They win that match, they're in to the Open Cup, which is going to be huge. So just go into the playoffs with as much confidence as possible.
One thing that Coach Dutch Vigar has certainly been trying to touch on over the last couple of matches is goal scoring. That was a bit of a struggle in the first half of the season here, but a few adjustments here of late that have really increased the productivity in that aspect.
Yeah, really, and we had a conversation with him on Friday, and we asked, what has really helped in that regard, and he said switching to the 3-5-2, knowing that, they changed from the 4-3-3. So having two players up top really changed the attack. They changed some personnel, and he even said, he's like, we had to make that change, and it's really boosted the morale. It's boosted the confidence of the team, playing with a lot of momentum. Nate Brown, just a goal-scoring machine. He's been on fire here recently. Kellen Clegg as well, doing very well for the Teal up top. So really, I believe the switch is absolutely massive for the Teal.
We talk about some of the changes in personnel tonight. Haji Abdikadir is out this evening with an injury, and so you're going to have Salati Husseini, Jack Kramer, and George Abner making up the core of that back line for the Teal.
Well, I mean, you look at Salati Husseini, he's a big-bodied back, right? And he has a lot of speed. He's great on his feet, great with the ball at his feet as well, great with passing. He's a phenomenal passer, watching him pass out of the back. And he's not afraid to come all the way up and track all the way back. And that's one of the biggest things, too, is being able to play to their strengths. And I'll talk about that here in a few minutes. But really getting the ball out of the back, building from the back, and really stretching the field to create those goal-scoring opportunities.
Well, attention soccer fans, Soccer Post Clarksville is your go-to store for top quality gear, offering an extensive selection of apparel, footwear, and accessories from all your favorite brands. Locally owned and conveniently located off of I-65, we're here to support players, coaches, and teams. Visit today or shop online at soccerpostclarksville.com as we inch closer to opening kickoff, and now we are underway here at the Green Valley Soccer Complex. Brant, let's get McCoskey's keys to the game.
Absolutely, and just like I talked about a couple seconds ago, Kurt, is really get yourself in scoring position. This Teal team is great at utilizing the flanks to create goal-scoring opportunities in the middle of the box. Number two is play to our strengths. Again, using that wide field. Possession is absolutely massive for this Teal team, but they are not afraid to push the ball and push it as quickly as possible. Number three is strong defensive pressure. This Teal team is absolutely suffocating defensively, and that's what Coach Vigar had talked about with us on Friday in our call is really utilize the defense. They have three in the back now, but they have speed, they have size, and they have just absolute sheer intimidation back there, if you will, on that defensive side. So suffocating defensively, staying disciplined defensively. If they go up, track back to make sure that they aren't letting any mistakes happen.
Those are McCoskey's keys to the match. As you saw, Nashville kind of putting the pedal to the metal there in the first minute as they got the shot on goal, and it appears that it looks like that is Zane Love in the goal. It might be. I can't quite tell if it was Zane or Caden or not, but either way, two capable goalkeepers for Coach Vigar to choose from here for Southern Indiana.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fantastic goalkeepers, both in their own right, and both just very strong keepers.
Here is Casey McCloskey pushing it ahead now here to Elam Dogby, who has come up very, very big for Southern Indiana FC in one of those attacking positions. You also have Nate Brown up here as well to choose from, and Jake Calderbank handling the midfield like he always does. So here is McCloskey standing over the ball right now off a free kick here for Southern Indiana, and already a pretty good opportunity here on a restart here for the Teal.
Yeah, this is a great chance for the Teal. Right outside the box, you have two of your most qualified players standing over the ball right now in Nate Brown and Casey McCloskey.
Nate Brown, 10 goals scored this season, 20 on his career in a Teal uniform. Only he and Kellen Clegg can say that they have scored 20 goals wearing the Teal.
And to do it as quickly as they have.
Now, I can't tell if that was on purpose or not. Either way, McCloskey lobs it inside. And the tough defense here by Nashville is able to clear it back out.
Yeah, good job by Nashville to collect defensively, considering how much pressure the Teal had in the box. Yeah, and like you said on that free kick, I don't know if that was on purpose or if that was a ploy to.
I would imagine that was. I would imagine that was on purpose with how long that they had to actually discuss who was going to take the free kick.
Absolutely.
Either way, the Nashville goalkeeper going to have to clear it out here, and he just chunks it out to the left side, where Casey McCloskey coming up here at one of these attacking positions, applying some pressure here to this back line of Nashville. And
one thing, too, Kurt, right now is really attack this back line of Nashville. They've allowed 17 goals so far this season. Their leading goal scorers, the leading goal scorer has 5, second has 1. So really attack this back line as much as possible. And with who they have up top, the Teal that is, they're going to be putting that back line on their heels most of the match tonight.
Ball is launched forward here by Nashville as they try to organize an attack. It's going to be lobbed up, and excellent defense here played on the back line, and now there's going to be a whistle and a free kick here awarded to Nashville, it appears.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Teal there as they play it. Looked like they were playing it quickly. Looks like the referee was not paying attention there.
Well, it looks like the free kick should be well
ahead
of where that was taken.
Yeah.
And so we're going to figure out where to take the free kick from here, as it's a crisp 50 degrees here at the Green Valley Soccer Complex. A partially cloudy sky here, maybe a little bit of rain here and there, but either way, we stay dry here on the pitch. We've had a couple of rain games this season here.
Yeah, and nothing wrong with rain games, Kurt.
Of course, yeah, in your opinion anyway.
Nothing wrong with some rain games. Pristine soccer weather.
Here's the restart as it goes up and in, and a bicycle kick goes a little bit off target.
That is Zane Love in goal for the Teal.
Of course, Zane taking some time off at the start of the season, but back into the fold here, and so far has started the last couple games, as here's a shot a little bit wide, and Southern Indiana caught a little bit on their heels here over the last couple of minutes as Nashville has been able to apply some pressure.
Yeah, and I think the Teal are really just kind of thrown off. Just a bad miscue there at the back from the Teal, and then almost capitalize. Zane Love really just kind of took a sigh of relief there, just saying, hey, okay, let's regroup, let's get this thing organized. But yeah, so far Nashville has had a couple opportunities pushing the ball forward to get a couple shots here on Zane Love.
They've had 2 shots taken so far today, 1 on target. Southern Indiana has yet to get any form of shot going here at the moment.
But in just an instant, the Teal just show what kind of pace they have working the ball up the sideline.
And so this will be a free kick to Southern Indiana. We're waiting for a ball here again at the proper spot, and it's going to be Nate Brown who will stand over it here at the moment. In Southern Indiana, coming off a big win in the U.S. Open Cup qualifying rounds against Tennessee United, of course a fellow Kentucky-Tennessee Conference foe, as this one gets launched into the penalty area and then launched out of the penalty area and then some, as that attack does not go anywhere here for Southern Indiana.
Yeah, and just another unfortunate blown opportunity here for the Teal. Good setup, earning the foul, earning the free kick, just nothing doing as soon as the ball's played into the box for the Teal.
That shot off target here, the first one taken today by Southern Indiana. Working in the middle now here as Nashville try to organize the attack. Nice play here by, and that is Daniel Curranziza, who gets his first start this season. Here is Brown getting into the penalty area, tries to cross it on target. It goes right off the goalkeeper's hands and back into the field of play.
Again, Nate Brown so dangerous once he gets inside the 18, closes in on the 6. Who knows what he's going to do with it, really, but if you're the goalkeeper, just a great job getting a hand on it.
Let's take a look at this again. Meanwhile, we have more action here on the attacking front. Here is McCloskey trying to turn the corner on the right side, crosses on the roller, gets it here to Calderbank and just gets it poked away from him as he just tried to set a little bit too much there.
Yeah, Casey McCloskey did a great job beating his defender on this near side. Jake Calderbank just could not get control of the ball to turn it towards the goal.
Here's another turnover. This is Daniel trying to get it on target. He gets it up, and that's going to be just bounced around and kept in play here by the Nashville goalkeeper. But either way, Southern Indiana finding a little bit of rhythm here on the attack.
Yeah, Nate Brown just showing great pace as he turns in towards the 6-yard box, tries to use the outside of his foot, just can't get it past the keeper, but a great opportunity there for Nate Brown.
Abner will send this one back forward. Kept in here by Daniel and now over by McCloskey. A little give and go action here as Daniel tracks it down and gets that one poked out of bounds. Well, be sure to taste the difference at Jersey Mike's, from the classic Italian to the flavorful Philly cheesesteak. Every sub is packed with bold, beautiful flavor. Stop by Jersey Mike's in Clarksville, or in Charlestown or Jeffersonville, Indiana today for your sub above. Here's a hard whistle and the card is out, and this is going to be a yellow card here for Nashville.
Yeah, that's a good call by the referee. Comes in late, gets a lot of body on that sliding tackle. Good call there by the referee.
So a free kick here for Southern Indiana right at midfield. And there is Jack Kramer, who's coming off an excellent performance against Tennessee United, of which he took a little bit of a shot during a dead ball situation, but either way, he was able to play through it and came up with some big plays.
Yeah, Jack Kramer has been so solid for this Teal team the entire season. Just absolutely phenomenal player.
On the restart here is Elias McLeod. Sends it forward to McCloskey. McCloskey rolls it here to Daniel. He tries to turn it around inside the penalty area. Nice footwork back to McLeod. Abner over to Kramer and now to Salati. Back and forth, great possession here by the Teal as Calderbank flips it up to Brown, but a great play here by the keeper from Nashville.
Great build-up, great possession there, great ball movement from the Teal, really keeping Nashville on their heels.
And we talked about it with Coach Vigar here as we take a look at this again. It just seems that this formation change really has opened up a lot more options here on the attack here for Southern Indiana.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's exactly what this team is looking for. Like you said, at the first half of the season, really, they they were putting the ball in the back of the net, but not as much as they would have liked. And then there were a couple games where they kind of struggled putting the ball in the back of the net. So really this switch has really elevated them. It's taken their goal scoring to the next level, showcasing that against Tennessee United in the Open Cup last weekend.
Well, 11 minutes have come and gone in this match. And Southern Indiana have had a few opportunities, but so has Nashville. Free kick here for Nashville. And so while we await the restart, Orion Renewable Energy Group is proud to support Southern Indiana FC. Orion puts the sun to work for Indiana families with clean renewable energy. There's power in the sun, and Orion Renewable Energy Group is developing clean, green energy with new solar projects all across Southern Indiana. To learn more, go to orionrenewables.com. Go team, go solar power in Indiana. Nashville trying to keep the possession here as it's stolen away, and here's an opportunity now for Daniel. Daniel using that long frame, crosses over to Brown, has an opportunity, score! Great ball movement on the assist from Daniel, and Nate Brown scores his 11th goal of the season.
Yeah, Daniel did a fantastic job winning the ball at the midfield, uses his long legs, get that big stride, utilizes his speed. Nate Brown slashing through the middle, right into the box. Daniel, beautiful ball placement, and then Nate Brown does the rest, just finishing it beautifully into the corner past the keeper. Excellent ball movement, like you said, Kurt. Fantastic finish for Nate Brown. Great team effort. 1-0 Teal.
Well, Brown gets the goal, but Daniel Nkuranziza gets that one to set up on the assist, but also the steal on the turnover. What a brilliant play there to set that up.
Yeah, Nashville tries to play the ball back to sort of repossess and rebuild. Daniel does a great job and just knocks the ball away and then uses his stride and his speed and hits an open Nate Brown slashing across the middle, and Nate does the rest.
Well, that goal brought to you by Forever Lawn. Be sure to transform your outdoors with Forever Lawn Kentuckiana. Get a beautiful low-maintenance lawn all year round with Forever Lawn Kentuckiana. Perfect for homes, businesses, and playgrounds. Visit ForeverLawnKentuckiana.com for your free consultation today. Forever Lawn Kentuckiana, beauty and durability in one. Well, Brand, it certainly goes without saying as we have another great opportunity by Elias McLeod. He tries to push it forward to Daniel with the singular touch, but the goalkeeper just getting out there to cut off the angle. And now Southern Indiana going to have to do this the hard way. Headed the wrong way there off of Nate Brown, who almost got another one, but that goes a little wide.
Oh, my goodness. Daniel does a fantastic job of keeping the ball in play, gets past the keeper, makes a couple touches. Casey McCloskey cuts across as well, but Nate Brown just could not get the header on frame. Almost 2-0 there for the Teal, but my goodness, Daniel, the amount of possession that he had, the great touches as well.
Here we go again. Brown off of the breakaway, crosses it forward to Daniel, and just interfered with there by the goalkeeper. It'll be a corner here for Southern Indiana.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. That is the name of the game for the Teal right now. Just keep pushing it down their throats. That's exactly what they want to do. Create goal-scoring opportunities. They're doing exactly that. Unfortunately for Daniel, there could not capitalize. But this is exactly, if you're Coach Vigar, this is exactly what you want to see with this formation change, as his attackers are doing a great job creating goal-scoring opportunities.
Brown will send this one in. He leaves it short. He gets that to Jed McLeod, who now tries to go right in on goal that time, and we have a player down. That's Elias McLeod, who's slow to get up off of the rustling for position in front of the goal. But either way, Nashville is able to weather that storm.
Yeah, it looked like on that ball in, on that cross in, Jake Calderbank tried to use the back heel there to flick it past the goalkeeper, and unfortunately just couldn't get enough on it.
But we certainly talk about getting off to good starts in the game of soccer here, Brant, and Southern Indiana taking advantage of that particular case.
Well, and Southern Indiana, which Kurt, you and I have seen this team so many times, when they have the lead, when they're playing with the lead, the amount of confidence that they have on the ball, knowing that they can dictate everything going on the pitch. When they have the lead, they play so much better, so much more at ease when they can play their game.
They've been able to do just that so far, as time of possession clearly favoring Southern Indiana, as here's the steal away by Inter Nashville.
And not to take anything away from Inter Nashville with the amount of possession that they've had so far. They've had their opportunities here early as well.
Free kick here for Inter Nashville.
As you can hear Coach Vigar yelling shape, as in get in your shape, which, again, huge for them, staying disciplined defensively. They have a 1-0 lead. They don't want any mistakes to happen at the back. So staying disciplined defensively is going to be massive.
Here's an opportunity in some space now as Daniel tries to work the middle. Leaves it back here for Abner, who tries to set the tone. Into the middle here for Jed. And now off here to Salati. Stolen away here by Inter Nashville in the attacking third. And back into the feet again here of Jed McLeod. Calderbank will leave this back here for Abner as they reset things. However, a little bit too slow on that ball movement here as Inter Nashville now coming with an opportunity on the far side.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Teal right there. That's a spot where you do not want to give the ball away, considering how much space they had on the wide side.
At the top of the 18 here, Inter Nashville is able to get a little bit of movement in front of the goal. And Zane Love, you can see, is certainly ready for it. The pressure applied, though, here by Southern Indiana as they're able to make it a little bit difficult now here for Inter Nashville. Tipped in here by the light blue kits in the penalty area, crossing it around. And Southern Indiana finally able to get possession back as it's sidewinded it back ahead to Daniel. Daniel takes a little bit of a bump in the midfield, no whistle.
Yeah, it was a good job by Southern Indiana FC to win the ball back on the defensive side, and then a great clearance, and then Daniel believes he was bumped, and then Inter Nashville just gets it right back into their attacking third.
Husseini one-on-one here with the Inter Nashville attacker, and it'll be a goal kick here for Zane Love. Southern Indiana having to stretch their legs on the defensive side of the pitch here for the moment.
Yeah, it was good shielding there by Salati Husseini, using his big-bodied frame to box out, if you will, along that touchline.
You certainly saw on that possession here from Inter Nashville, Southern Indiana knew exactly what they had to do to at least get into a set defense, so to speak, while they tried to win the ball back.
Yeah, it's really keeping that focus on the defensive side is going to be massive for the Teal. Yes, you want to push forward. Yes, you want to maintain possession, but really trying to stay focused and disciplined on that defensive side is not the easiest thing to do.
Still, Inter Nashville is able to at least keep the pressure applied, as Zane Love will have another opportunity here to put this one back into the midfield.
Yeah, good build-up and possession here from Inter Nashville.
Zane will opt to keep it short here as Abner will this is Jack Kramer who will be bringing it up. He pushes it ahead here to Nate Brown in the mid and off to McCloskey. McCloskey comes ahead here to Daniel. Daniel with his right foot dribbles in towards top of the 18. Long ball over and nobody there to corral it as Inter Nashville gets it back. Stolen away here by Calderbank. Calderbank ahead to Daniel. Daniel with a lot of traffic around him has to try and navigate it. Finds help with Casey and back to Calderbank. This is Jed. And again, another turnover here in the attacking third by the Teal.
Yeah, just an unfortunate miscue there from the Teal.
Inter Nashville coming with an opportunity on the right side. Here's a launch in, and it's headed up and away here by Abner. And coming up here is Calderbank. Calderbank with a full head of steam across midfield. And can't quite get the dribble down there as it's stolen away by Nashville.
It was a great build-up opportunity there for the Teal. Just unfortunate when Jake Calderbank tried to feed that one off. The Nashville defenders just cut it right off.
Nate Brown keeping the pressure applied as Nashville tries to get things organized. 21 minutes have come and gone here in this match. 1-0 is your score off of a goal from Nate Brown in the 13th minute, as assisted by Daniel Curranziza.
And really, Kurt, 21 minutes in, and both teams have had their opportunities. They both have had great spurts of possession. Really, right now, Nashville really taking the lead in possession.
Nashville trying to get a slow burn here as they work it closer.
It's a lot of space.
Coming ahead, that is Salati, who gets on the interference here and is able to keep things rolling.
Great job there by Salati Husseini to stay with the ball. He tried to clear it out the first time, flicked it back over his own head, and then stayed with it off the bounce and cleared it out.
Well, just a few mishits here in the midfield have made it tough for Southern Indiana to get any kind of fast break, as Nashville has taken over some dominant time of possession here of late, as Zane Love just says, let's get this back into the other side. Here comes Curranziza, who tries to split the defenders. It's crossed over now to Brown. Brown with a lot of room, puts it ahead to Daniel. Daniel at the top of the 18 with a right foot, with a left foot, tries to get it inside. Travels through a lot of traffic, gets his foot on the ball, in front of the goalkeeper, score! And how about that from Daniel and Curranziza? He goes through 4 different defenders and gets on the board.
Props to Daniel and Curranziza for absolutely staying with the play. He has defenders all over his ankles. Just fantastic footwork here, cutting through into the 18, gets towards the penalty spot here. Defender after defender just trying to take little hacks at him, gets it to his left foot and pushes it past the goalkeeper. Just fantastic awareness and great patience from Daniel and Curranziza on that finish.
And so with that, it is 2-0 to Southern Indiana. But I have to say this here, Brant McCoskey, we haven't seen much of Daniel this season. He has been absolutely phenomenal to watch this evening.
And he's absolutely leading this offense right now for the Teal in this match. He has a goal now. He has an assist to Nate Brown as the first goal came through. But he's done a fantastic job of pressuring this back line of Nashville. And I don't know if the back line doesn't know what to do with his size or his speed, but he has tremendous footwork and patience once he gets the ball at his feet, and he is very entertaining to watch.
The momentum here was Southern Indiana as Jed pushes this one ahead, and this is Elam Dogby coming off of his line as he works up top. And it goes out of bounds, and it will be a throw in here for Southern Indiana.
Good pressure there by Dogby, making them force a bad pass, making him go out of bounds.
Elam Dogby in another one of those stretch defender positions where you will see him come up in the attack a time or two. Here is McLeod, tries to push this one ahead to Brown, but it's a little bit too much juice on that. It's corralled by the keeper.
Yeah, it was a great splitting pass, split 2 defenders to try to hit Nate Brown, and just unfortunate, too much pace on the pass. But this Teal team, Kurt, you and I talked about it the last time you were on a call together for this Teal team, is that they have 4 or 5 true attacking midfielders, if you will. And you could probably say the same about 6 or 7 of them, not just 4 or 5. So, yeah, it's so entertaining to watch. And these guys know, hey, if we lose it, we're tracking back immediately.
Of course, among those, Casey McCloskey, Jake Calderbank able to get in there as well, both the McLeod brothers. And now, of course, Elam Dogby, who is traditionally a traditional striker, but has certainly been able to get back on that back line as well. Here's some movement now for Southern Indiana as Brown couldn't quite find someone to help there at the top of the 18.
Yeah, Nate Brown had a great idea of sending it back across the box, but his strikers were running so fast that he played it behind them instead of to their feet. Just unfortunate timing on the pass.
It is one caveat in the game of soccer is that you have to be in the right place at the right time. And here is Dogby, who tries to work it ahead. He crosses it forward. Brown right in front of the keeper, off the post, and it stays in play.
Great buildup again from Southern Indiana FC, and unfortunate for Nate Brown. That is 2 opportunities that he has not been able to cash in on. He had the header a few minutes ago, and then unfortunately off the post on that one.
It was a wide open net, too.
Absolutely. Oh, just unfortunate for Nate Brown there. Great buildup from the Teal here.
McCloskey comes ahead to Daniel. Tries to turn it around as he leaves it back here from McLeod. On the single shot to Brown, right in front of the net, and it's tipped up right on target. That one goes. And the Nashville players just stopped, thinking that Brown was in an offside position. But we didn't hear a whistle. It goes out of play, and it's a corner kick here for the Teal.
And any coach will tell you, here's a look back at Nate Brown's opportunity. Oh, gets it to his left foot and just smashes it. Yeah, they absolutely stopped thinking he was in an offside position, and that's why when you are a coach, when you are a parent of an athlete, you just absolutely scream it and into their brain, play it to the whistle. Play it to the whistle. If you don't hear a whistle, keep playing. So just great heads-up awareness there by Nate Brown to keep playing until and earns a corner here for the Teal.
So there was no whistle from what we could hear. And in Nashville nearly gave up a goal just by stopping, thinking that there was an offside that was not called. So here is Brown standing over the ball in the corner again. As the referee having a few words with a couple players here in front of the goal before we get things rolling.
Looks like Elias McLeod is getting a little talking to right now from the referee, along with Nashville.
But here you have Dogby, Calderbank, and even Kramer standing in front of the goal, along with Daniels. So a lot of big bodies here for Southern Indiana.
Yep, and Casey McCloskey in a good spot outside the 18, playing cleanup.
So here is Brown as we have the whistle. It's sent in here by Brown. Header up and in! Score! I believe that was Daniel again. We'll see who this was. Nope. You know that flip. It's Salati Husseini, everybody. The first time we've been able to see him get one in a year and a half. What a play here by Salati Husseini to get on the board.
My goodness, a great bending ball in from Nate Brown on the corner. And Salati Husseini climbs the ladder to get his head on the ball. Nate Brown, a beautiful feed in. And just Salati Husseini flicks it on. A great goal there for Salati Husseini in the Teal. And the flip with the exclamation point.
He sticks the landing. The last time we got to see that here at the Green Valley Soccer Complex was the spring season of 2023. Either way, we finally get to see one again here, and Salati Husseini makes it 3-0 here to Southern Indiana here in the 29th minute.
Oh, yes. I remember that flip very well. It was off a penalty kick to tie the match. It was the first game you and I did together, Kurt Darling.
Which ended in a 3-3 draw.
That was absolutely insane.
So Southern Indiana sitting in an excellent position here as we approach the first half hour of this match. Here is McCloskey. Feeds it ahead here to Daniel.
Great footwork by Daniel there.
Daniel lobs it ahead. Nobody home there, but keeping it up here is McLeod. McLeod gets his pocket picked here by Nashville. And Kramer here cleaning it up in the back. And now back into the mid here comes Elias. He goes ahead to McCloskey. McCloskey with a little bit of space, giving himself some room to the outside. Splits the defenders. Calderbank puts one a little bit off target. That may have been deflected by the defender. And Calderbank took a little bit of a shot there to the feet.
Yeah, Calderbank, as he was winding up to shoot that ball, and he makes contact with the ball, he's getting slide tackled at the same time. And that's why the Southern Indiana FC players are absolutely giving the official an earful because Jake Calderbank got hit hard.
And it's not going to be a corner. It's going to be a goal kick here for Nashville. Well, if you're craving the ultimate gourmet hot dogs, sausages, and burgers, look no further than Doghouse. Made with top quality ingredients and served on their signature grilled King's Hawaiian rolls, every bite is a game changer. Visit Doghouse today and taste the difference. Check out the full menu at doghouse.com. That's DOGHOUS.com.
And Kurt, I can really see if you're in Nashville the frustration that you have right now because you've had your chances, you've had your opportunities early in this match, and yet you haven't been able to capitalize. And here you sit 3-0 down.
And so if you're Inter Nashville, you're of course sitting at the bottom of the table along with Tango FC, just trying to salvage what you can here of the season, which will likely not result in a playoff appearance with all things considered. Again, we only have only one match left in conference play for the regular season after tonight. And so a lot of these teams here at the top, including Southern Indiana, just jockeying for position to ensure they're playing in the postseason.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Salati Husseini will send it back here to Love. And George Abner looking for an opening. Gets the one touch here with McLeod and over to McCloskey. McCloskey sends this one ahead, trying to get it down to Daniel, and he gets it. Daniel leaves the slow roller, trying to find McCloskey there, but it rolls a little bit too far away from him.
Right idea there from Daniel. Casey McCloskey cutting across the box again. Just unfortunate on the pass from Nkurunziza and just put it too far out in front of Casey.
Free kick here to Inter Nashville as Salati Husseini gets a little bit too up and close there with the midfielder here from Inter Nashville.
Well, Kurt, one thing you and I had talked about before the match was that this team has scored or has allowed 17 goals, now 20 on this season. And the big thing was to pressure this back line, pressure, and they're doing a phenomenal job of doing just that, is this Teal side.
McLeod comes away with the steal. He'll leave it for Zane, who has the pressure applied to him and keeps things rolling. Abner gets the feed from Kramer. Here comes Daniel. Daniel gets that one poked away. It'll be a throw in here for Southern Indiana. McCloskey goes into McLeod. McLeod tried to get the roller that time into the midfield for Jed. Coming back away with the steal with help is Calderbank and Kramer. But still Inter Nashville able to win the ball ahead here. Here is Calderbank coming up with the steal. Or rather, that was Jack Kramer, I should say, coming up a little off his line.
Well, and Kurt, really, biggest thing on that possession, and great emphasis by the Teal in getting back on that, but how quickly they got back into their defensive shape. Because as soon as they did, here's a great chance.
Here's the roller to Brown, and just a little wide of the net that time. He's had a handful of those here tonight, Brant, in spite of the fact he has one goal here this evening.
Well, and Nate Brown, just my goodness, and Daniel Nkurunziza splits 3 defenders, Kurt, and then Nate Brown, he loves the outside of his foot, doesn't he? Oh my goodness, just sends it right past the post. Unfortunate there for Nate Brown, and he's going to want that one back. He's going to want all those that he's missed back, Kurt.
So if you're Dutch Vigar here, the head coach of Southern Indiana, you're certainly comfortable in knowing that you have some excellent ball handlers on this SIFC roster, like McCloskey here, of course, who comes away with the steal, crosses it ahead, and nobody there as the keeper is there to corral it. But to finish my point as well, players like Alan Bezosa, but now Daniel and Curran-Ziza, who are able to really work in some traffic. That is their specialty.
Yeah, absolutely. And just really watching Daniel and Curran-Ziza, he's like a unicorn on the field, just with the way that his pace.
And speaking of, he goes right at goal this time and just a little wide. That was deflected.
Again, another great opportunity here. But watching Daniel with the ball at his feet, and you can say this about almost basically every Teal player, is once they have the ball at their feet, they have great footwork. They have great pace once they have the ball at their feet. They're confident, they're patient, and they can make these great passes as well. And it's so fun to watch.
The keeper here for Nashville sends it back in. It's flipped into the middle. And the ball won away here by Salati Husseini. Salati will feed this one ahead to Elam Dogby on the far end. Dogby, being harassed, keeps possession. Splits the defenders. Back and forth between he and Daniel. Dogby flips it up and it goes out of play. And it'll be looks like it's going to be a corner awarded here to Southern Indiana. The officials saying it was last touched here by Nashville.
And again, how quickly the Teal can attack. Once they get into the attacking third, they can get to the 18 within seconds because they play with such pace.
Well, for over 50 years, Martin's Body Shop and Clarksville Collision have been Southern Indiana's top collision repair centers. With certified technicians in locations in New Salisbury, Georgetown, and Clarksville, they'll handle your insurance claims and get you back on the road fast. Choose Martin's Body Shop and Clarksville Collision. With shops, of course, all over the place. Be sure to find them online or on Facebook as well. Nate Brown will stand over it here as he lobs it. A little bit more of a line drive this time, and that's tipped up and out of play, and we will do it all over again.
Yeah, a couple of big bodies here for the Teal in the box. You've got Calderbank, you've got Husseini, you've got Daniel and Curran-Ziza. You have Casey McCloskey standing back as well. Dogby's in there as well.
Into the 39th minute. As Brown again leaves this one a little bit short, and it's headed easily out here by Nashville.
Great tracking down by Casey McCloskey there for the Teal.
Brown sends this one in. Nobody's home there as the keeper gets the roller back out for the defense. Nashville trying to get the attack rolling. That goes right off the noggin of Abner, but somehow fielded back in here, and we have a whistle, and it looks like Nashville may have been in an offside position.
And again, the tracking back from Southern Indiana FC. When Nashville received the pass on this near side, Kurt, there were 3 Teal defenders right there to cut off the angle. And good job defensively on that back line, causing the offside position.
Husseini splits it up here to McLeod. And back here to Calderbank. Calderbank will lob this one here to McCloskey. McCloskey looking over the middle for either Daniel or Brown right there. Nobody home. Ooh, and Calderbank takes a shot to the head right there. It looked like that may have been a play on the ball. But either way, that's a tough one to see here as you see Calderbank get hit in the head.
Yeah, oh, that's a head-to-head contact there, unfortunately, for Jake Calderbank. And just, he immediately went down holding his face. Oh, you hate to see that. Looks like Jake's okay, but my goodness, that was...
He's going to stay in the ball game here, but either way, that did not look fun.
That did not look good at all.
As Kramer gets the roller here to McCloskey to resume play.
Good step here by Nashville.
And another shot and another free kick here for Nashville.
Good tactical foul there by the Teal. Nashville was starting to play with some pace on the counterattack, and just a good tactical foul from the Teal to slow him down.
Right at the midfield circle here as Nashville will put this one back in play. Zane Love will have the goal kick. Well, taking the match to the Apex and keeping the energy high, Apex Music is the official DJ of Southern Indiana FC. From game day hype to unforgettable events, Apex Music delivers top-tier entertainment. Whether you need a DJ for your next party, wedding, or corporate event, they've got you covered. Learn more at apexmusiclou.com. That is apexmusiclou.com. Nashville winning the ball here on another small little attack from Southern Indiana. Long lob and way out of play there as Zane Love will have a chance to put this one back into the midfield.
Yeah, unfortunate on the counterattack here from Nashville. They had 3 or 4 players running along with them. Unfortunately, just skies it well past the goal.
Here is McLeod. Cuts it back into the middle. Comes ahead this time to Brown, but just a little bit too much there as it's stolen away.
Yeah, good step defensively for Nashville.
So about 3 minutes left here in regulation for halftime without stoppage time. As Nashville facing a plethora of defenders here from Southern Indiana. Here is the lob into the penalty area with the bicycle kick attempt going nowhere that time, and it goes out of play.
Had it connected, that probably would have been very, very nice. Unfortunately for Nashville, no connection on the bicycle kick, but great buildup yet again coming from that far side of Nashville. They're playing with pace. They're getting these nicely weighted passes through the Southern Indiana FC defense, so they are starting to put some possession together, Kurt. They've had their chances, still nothing doing once they get inside the 18.
It's only the third shot that Nashville has had all evening. As McCloskey gets that one poked away, but it goes right into the feet of Daniel. Daniel comes ahead to McLeod on the singular touch over to Dogby. Dogby tries to win it over 2 defenders here from Nashville and can't quite get it done. Some hard touches from Nashville. Calderbank comes away with it. He tries to set the tone here as he has a ton of space here in the mid.
Space. He almost didn't know what to do with it. He was like, where is everybody?
Almost like a quarterback standing in the pocket with good protection.
That was a great analogy.
You like that?
I like that. That was very good.
Football to football mentality right there.
Fantastic.
Here is Husseini. Outside to Dogby. Comes back here to Calderbank again. He's going to go right on target from distance and just a little over there at that time.
It's like he had so much space, he had too much time to think about it.
Nothing was developing, though, there for Southern Indiana, so Calderbank just tries to put it in from distance. Nashville with less than a minute in regulation here for halftime. Some active defense here from McCloskey, covering 2 players all by himself and now getting some help. Little jersey grabbing there from Nashville as Southern Indiana just keeping the pace on here on this defense.
Yeah, great job there by Southern Indiana FC on those attackers from Nashville, because yes, they were getting some passes together, they were getting some possession, but this attack from the Teal defense just suffocating as always.
Free kick here for Southern Indiana as we hit the 45th minute into the first minute of stoppage time. Ball played quickly here by Salati. Here is McLeod pushing the issue. Tries to weave around the ball here. And the loose ball corralled here by Nashville. Working in front of the goal. Nashville being a little lax here with the possession as they put it back into the mid.
Yeah, the Teal doing a great job just trying to force some miscommunication along that back line of Nashville.
Salati Husseini comes away with the steal. Here's Elias McLeod. Splits the defenders, gets it outside. This is Jed McLeod. Top of the 18. Looking for some space to McCloskey. 1-2 touch here for Brown. Back in front of the net. Nobody there for the Teal. Oh, that was an opportune time here as this goes out and taken back here by the keeper, and it goes out of play.
Oh, Nate Brown and Casey McCloskey, just beautiful 1-2 play right there inside the 6, not even the 18, but the 6-yard box, Kurt. Casey tries to play it back across, plays it behind his two Teal teammates, and unfortunate nobody home to blast it past the keeper.
In the second minute of stoppage time here in the opening half. And the official urging the Nashville player to get the ball back into play. Nashville holding on to the ball here. A little bit of shakiness here on the possession. It's won here by McCloskey. Goes ahead to McLeod. Top of the 18 to the other McLeod. Ahead this time to Brown with the pusher on the rebound. It's another one here for Southern Indiana. And I think that's Elam Dogby who got that one here, Brant.
Just an absolute, just the buildup from Southern Indiana FC. Absolutely amazing. Just the positioning.
And I think that was Daniel. Couldn't tell if it was Elam or if it was Daniel. It was Daniel who got that singular touch off the rebound.
Yeah, Daniel Nkurunziza, right place, right time there for the Teal off the rebound. Great build-up, great ticky-tack passes within the box. And like I said, Daniel was in the right place at the right time off the rebound. Nashville pleading for an offside. Looked like he stayed just onside inside the box there on the rebound. So...
And maybe that was Elam. I thought it was Daniel who had that goal. And I think that was Daniel.
That was Daniel.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It definitely was, because after you saw the replay right there, it was Daniel who got that second goal. Either way, that's 2 goals now for him to make it 4-0 as we reach the 3rd minute of stoppage time.
Well, and Elam Dogby has the fancy cleats.
He does have the fancy cleats. He does have some good swag, does he?
He's got some good swag.
Scoring correction, Daniel Nkurunziza, his second in the match.
Daniel getting his second in the match. Again, right place, right time. And if you're the Teal, you're going into halftime 4-0. Fantastic.
That is halftime, it appears. Well, we'll see. We may have a little bit of a restart now. We got some players not exactly sure what the deal is here. And it looks like we are at halftime. So with halftime, today's game is brought to you by The Exchange. If you're looking for the perfect spot to unwind, The Exchange in New Albany offers delicious, locally inspired dishes, craft cocktails, and a great atmosphere for any occasion. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying a night out, The Exchange is the place to be. Visit exchangeforfood.com to explore the menu and plan your visit. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we have a special presentation for you here for halftime. You're watching Southern Indiana FC Soccer here on the ISC Sports Network.
United, okay. Coach, who do you think is going to win the Premier League?
I believe Arsenal.
Arsenal?
Yes.
All right. Hey, we'll see. Casey, who do you think is going to win the Premier League?
Tottenham Hotspur all the way. Mickey Van de Ven, Cuti Romero scoring every single game. Electric.
Hey, you can hear the passion in his voice.
Thanks, Jet.
Who do you think is going to win the Premier League?
I want to say Liverpool, but it will be Arsenal.
Hey.
Man City.
Man City?
Yeah, they got it.
Okay. Are you laughing?
Chelsea.
I don't really know. I don't know any teams.
Do you have a, what's your favorite team?
Maybe Barcelona.
Oh, Premier League though. Say Arsenal.
Probably Arsenal.
Nate, who do you think's going to the Premier League?
Teal Nation.
There we go.
Hey, cut it out,
we hear
man.
a chant or something?
Bro, he's in a game.
No?
Teal Nation.
Okay.
My name is Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we are part of, actually, the entirety of, at least from an on-air standpoint, Query and Schultz on the ISC Sports Network. It's appropriately named. It's charitably award-winning. And, Derek, now we venture into season number 5. Hard to believe.
5 of them. 5 of them. Can you believe it? 2 best buds talking Colts, Pacers, Indiana sports, every Tuesday night, 7:30, ISC Sports Network, and on socials as well.
It is made possible, of course, by the people who watch and listen every single week. We are most appreciative. We look forward to season number 5.
Ready to transform your health game? Let me introduce you to Jeff City Mix. Imagine delicious boosted teas that energize your day. And meal replacement shakes that actually taste amazing. I mean, who knew healthy could be so tasty, right? Whether you're juggling a busy schedule or just need that extra push, Jeff City Mix has got your back with one-on-one coaching tailored just for you. So if you're ready to kickstart your journey to a healthier lifestyle, don't wait. Come visit us at 2903 East 10th Street in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at Jeff City Mix and Instagram at jeffcity.mix. We can't wait to serve you, and be sure to ask us about our 5-day challenge. And we will see you soon at Jeff City Mix.
And that'll volley, oh my goodness, what a touch for the goal. Kept though by Lawrence Barnes, and they'll score on it. Oh my goodness, give it to him. Rolls through the lane and he knocks him. Oh my goodness.
Attention soccer fans, Soccer Post Clarksville is your go-to store for top quality gear, offering an extensive selection of apparel, footwear, and accessories from all your favorite brands. Locally owned and conveniently located off of I-65, we're here to support players, coaches, and teams. Visit us today or shop online at soccerpostclarksville.com. Alongside Brant McCoskey, I'm Kurt Darling. It is 4-0 here at the half with Southern Indiana on top of Nashville here in Kentucky at Tennessee Conference play. And you got to hear me singing a little bit there as well. It's a good playlist right now here provided by Apex Music here as we go through halftime here at the Green Valley Soccer Complex.
Hey, you know what? It's Saturday night. It's a great night to belt it a little bit, Kurt. Absolutely. But really, for this Teal team, you're up 4-0 at the half. Keep the foot on the gas. You know exactly what you have to do. The build-up's been phenomenal. The possession from this team, creating opportunities in the midfield, getting it out to the flanks, and then crossing it back in. What can you say about Nate Brown, Daniel Nkurunziza, really the defensive line, Salati Husseini getting a goal as well, climbing the ladder on the header. Just a phenomenal first half for the Teal.
Of course, this being the final home regular season match of the season when it comes to Kentucky-Tennessee Conference play, but we do want to foreshadow a little bit to what will be coming up on November 22nd, which, of course, is the final round of qualifying for Southern Indiana FC. They will be taking on Briar United FC, and of course, the powers that be would like everyone watching to know that that game will have free admission to get as many people coming out here to support the Teal here as they try to qualify for the Open Cup.
I love what the organization's doing with this. I love the atmosphere that this Teal organization has brought to New Albany. It's just absolutely fantastic. I love everything that they've done for this. It's going to be a massive match if they win. If they win this Open Cup qualifier, they're into the Open Cup for 2026, which is going to be huge, right? They were in the Open Cup last year. Unfortunately, first round exit for the Teal in the Open Cup, but really it's going to be exciting to see them get back. Hopefully they can take care of business against Briar United.
Also, the first 150 people who get into the gates get free swag along with free admission as well. So be sure to check out everything as far as Open Cup qualifying is concerned for November 22nd right here at the Green Valley Soccer Complex, where Briar United FC will be visiting us here from North Carolina. With that here, Brant McCoskey, let's take a look at some first half highlights, as there were certainly a lot of them here as we got things with shots on goal early on, and it was Inter Nashville who certainly at least got a little bit of momentum going in those opening minutes.
Yeah. Inter Nashville really had the Teal on their heels to start the match. Great build-up, great possession, as we see Nate Brown here, as we saw Nate Brown there try to get to the outside of his foot. And then, again, just great build. Nate Brown off the post here. He's going to see that one in his dreams or nightmares, whichever one you prefer.
And even this one as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeper, great awareness, though. Didn't hear the whistle. Nate Brown, they both played through it, and the keeper did a great job.
And then you had the header as well, set up beautifully there by Daniel Nkurunziza. But still, the scoring would come here for Nate Brown.
Yeah, absolutely. Just, again, great build-up, great possession. The speed once Nate Brown gets towards that, towards the box, the speed that he has, the pace that he plays with, and then really yellow card here for Inter Nashville. A couple chippy moments in the first half, Kurt, and then as we take a look at the goals as well.
So a little bit of words there for the yellow card, but then as we talked about, here comes the scoring, and it's been beautifully set up here by Daniel to get it to Nate Brown.
Yeah, Daniel had a great steal at the midfield, used his size, his pace, gets it to Nate Brown across the box, and just a beautiful finish right into the corner.
That being his 21st career goal, wearing a Southern Indiana uniform. He is now the all-time leading scorer, by the way, for Southern Indiana FC. But Daniel Nkurunziza with his coming-out party here for the Teal.
My goodness, and just really just the patience. He's got defenders all over him, Kurt. Just a little touch here, a little touch here. Great possession, great footwork to keep possession of the ball, and then pokes it past the keeper for the goal.
And then the scoring would keep on rolling here as we would have a set piece, and we get to see Salati Husseini quite literally go up for it, deflect it in, and then his signature celebration along with it.
Oh, you can't beat the Salati Husseini backflip, but really the way he climbed the ladder for the header may have gotten away with a little push in the back off the defender there, Kurt, but really it was a great finish.
And then off the rebound from the shot there from Brown, cleaned up there by Daniel Nkurunziza for his second goal of the day. That brings us to where we are right now at 4-0 here at halftime. We'll take our final timeout. The second half coming up next here on the ISC Sports Network.
Hey there, my name is Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we are part of, actually, the entirety of, at least from an on-air standpoint, Query and Schultz on the ISC Sports Network. It's appropriately named. It's charitably award-winning. And Derek, now we venture into season number 5. Hard to believe.
5 of them. 5 of them. Can you believe it? 2 best buds, talking Colts, Pacers, Indiana sports, every Tuesday night, 7:30, ISC Sports Network, and on socials as well.
It is made possible, of course, by the people who watch and listen every single week. We are most appreciative. We look forward to season number 5.
Ready to transform your health game? Let me introduce you to Jeff City Mix. Imagine delicious boosted teas that energize your day. And meal replacement shakes that actually taste amazing. I mean, who knew healthy could be so tasty, right? Whether you're juggling a busy schedule or just need that extra push, Jeff City Mix has got your back with one-on-one coaching tailored just for you. So if you're ready to kickstart your journey to a healthier lifestyle, don't wait. Come visit us at 2903 East 10th Street in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at Jeff City Mix and Instagram at jeffcity.mix. We can't wait to serve you, and be sure to ask us about our 5-day challenge. And we will see you soon at Jeff City Mix.
And that'll volley, oh my goodness. What a touch for the goal. Jumped over by Lawrence Ford, and they'll score on it. Oh my goodness. Give it to him. Rolls through the lane, and he knocks him. Oh my goodness.
Well, be sure to taste the difference at Jersey Mike's. From the classic Italian to the flavorful Philly cheesesteak, every sub is a sub packed with bold, delicious taste. Stop by Jersey Mike's in Jeffersonville or in Charlestown, Indiana today for your sub above. Alongside Brant McCoskey, I'm Kurt Darling. Halftime is coming to a conclusion here at the Green Valley Soccer Complex. Brant, so far so good here for Southern Indiana as they lead 4-0.
Yeah, and really they've stuck to their keys of the game, right? They've absolutely stuck to those. Getting yourselves in scoring position, check. Playing to your strengths, check. And really staying strong defensively, keeping that pressure up on that defensive line. And really the attackers putting the pressure on the back line of Nashville. They've done a phenomenal job. So really keep the foot on the gas if you're Southern Indiana FC. If you're Nashville, put some possession together. You've had your opportunities. Now try to capitalize on those.
So again, Southern Indiana looking to double things up here off of their win against Tennessee United in Open Cup play. Of course, they have not actually gotten a league win since their win over Morazan ZLA FC back on October 19th. So it has been a little while since Southern Indiana has been able to get a W. But in all honesty, that match against Tennessee Tempo, even though there was a lot of optimism going into that one, it went about as well as you could expect. But still, when you're drawing a team like Tennessee Tempo, you get certainly a sense of optimism going for the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. You hold them to a draw, which is massive. You were hoping to get the win on your home turf, right? They had their chances. Really, the Teal dominated the first portion of that match, and then, like Coach Vigard told us, it really became a 50-50 game, which is why they changed their formation to the 3-5-2. Moving forward, and I think they'll keep that formation the remainder of the season. But yeah, I think you take that draw from the Tennessee Tempo and springboard you the rest of the way.
Having seen this formation really for the first time for us here in action, what are some of the things that you've really seen that are either beneficial but also things that need to be worked on a little bit as well as they tinker with this to be better on the possession?
I'd say beneficial on the attacking side. Absolutely. On the attacking side, creating those goal-scoring opportunities. I'd say things to work on is making sure there have been a couple instances where they've given the ball away in the midfield, and they've had a couple issues tracking back. So if, those players that are, those midfielders that are more so turning into quote-unquote strikers, right, Kurt? Those players need to track back into their midfield position, try to help win the ball back once they lose possession, which only a couple instances that's taken place here tonight so far. So that's just one of the things that I think would change.
So coming in here to the final 45 minutes of this match, Southern Indiana 4-0 at the moment. In fact, Southern Indiana, going back to that Morazan match, they have not given up a goal in league play at all this season. Of course, when you go back to Tennessee Tempo, I should say, if I'm misreading my schedule here, my mistake on that. But either way, Tennessee Tempo back on September 28th was the last time they actually gave up a goal within league play. They gave one up to Bootleggers AC in Open Cup playoff and Open Cup qualifying, and again to Tennessee United as well. But that has been the extent of it.
I mean, Kurt, you look at the standings for the KYTN conference this year. It's the Tennessee Tempo, it's the Teal 1-2, And really the biggest thing is, great opportunity here.
Here is Brown getting inside just a little wide again, and it'll be a goal kick here for Nashville.
Yeah, and just again, the Teal with the build-up. Great possession, great attack, foot on the gas to start the second half.
Nate Brown has had the majority of the shots taken tonight by Southern Indiana. He's only been able to get one to go behind the net. That is the 7th shot that they have had off target tonight, but they have had 6 on target with 4 hitting the back of the net.
Now, what you don't want to see is Nate Brown coming up hobbling on that last one. He may have gotten stepped on as he took a shot on goal.
Here is Nashville coming on a little attack here. Into the attacking third here for Nashville, and Southern Indiana able to manage it for the moment. Dogby back to Husseini. Into the middle here with Kramer.
Great patience for the Teal at the back. And that's what you want to see for Coach Vigar. Patience on the ball, even with attackers all around you. Just doing your, playing your game.
Here's a big ball here as Dogby tries to get it on the split defenders there, but Nashville just able to get a boot on it.
Yeah, great to see Dogby here on our near side. See him up close. He's such a phenomenal player.
Nashville again have been able to get some decent possession, but have had very little opportunities in front of the net itself. They've only had 3 shots taken so far this evening. And there you see Coach Vigar standing on the sideline here for Southern Indiana, keeping apprised of the adjustments as they make them in game. Here is McLeod. Leaves it here for Calderbank, goes on target, and it's saved here by the keeper.
Yeah, great build-up there by Calderbank and, by McLeod and Dogby on the 1-2, the give and go. Gets it to Calderbank and just couldn't put it past the keeper.
That sails out of play. Nashville will have the throw-in. Keeping it low here is Nashville. Stolen away here by the Teal in the midfield.
Switch.
Here is Brown. Brown puts it long here to McCloskey. McCloskey off the corner. Here's free to Brown, and he finds the back of the corner. Goal number 2 this evening here for Nate Brown, making it 5-0 here for Southern Indiana.
And how quickly this Teal team can attack from the middle third to the attacking third. Gets the ball out to Casey McCloskey. McCloskey does a great job sending it back into the box to Nate Brown. Nate Brown again with the outside of that right foot. Loves the outside of that right foot and punches it into the corner. Celebrates with the kids. Love to see it.
Goal number 12 on the season, 22 for his career as he adds to his all-time leading goal-scoring total. And Brant, I would say that was low to the corner with pace.
Low to the corner with pace, my friend. That is absolutely precision. I feel like you've heard that somewhere.
Just a little bit.
My goodness.
I think it's from this guy named Brant McCloskey. Brant McCloskey, if that's the...
Just absolute precision from the Teal on that possession. Casey McCloskey does a great job on that build-up and just pushes the ball right across the box. Nate Brown does the rest with defenders flying at him. Just does a great job.
Nate Brown with his first goal in this ball game in the 13th minute of the first half. And now Brown getting on the board again here in the 48th minute. And here's the keeper who is way out of line right now. And Southern Indiana going to try and take advantage. Nashville, though, gets it as Southern Indiana coughs it up. And put a little long here on that attack, and it'll be a throw in here for the Teal.
Kurt, I don't think the keeper knew exactly how close Daniel Nkuruziza was to him as he went out to possess that ball. As you heard the coaching staff yelling, don't foul him, don't foul him. I don't think the keeper knew how close he was.
Here come the Teal again. Here is Daniel with a full head of steam, splitting defenders right in front of the goal. A hat trick for Daniel Nkurunziza.
Again, Daniel Nkurunziza, beautiful patience, incredible pace. And the Teal, as soon as they get into their attacking third, the streak that they have to get to the 18-yard box and into the 6, Daniel Nkurunziza does the work, blasts it past the keeper. The keeper can only watch it.
Brant McCoskey, Daniel Nkurunziza has been a joy to watch this evening. He has not had a lot of minutes this season, coming in, of course, late in many games, but here tonight, coming in for a few injured players here for Southern Indiana, and he is having a ball game.
Daniel Nkurunziza, the hat trick. I mean, really, that's all you have to say. He's got the hat trick on the night, but it's everything that he has done once he has received the ball. He's getting his teammates involved. He's creating opportunities for himself. He's creating opportunities for his teammates. He's tracking back on defense. He's winning possession. He's doing it all tonight here for the Teal.
And this, of course, is another match that certainly helps goal differential here for Southern Indiana. Now 6 goals to the good here this evening. They came in 21 goals to the good, but of course, going behind Tennessee Tempo, who have been 32 goals to the good coming into this night as well. Either way, it's been good to see at least Southern Indiana finally seems to have solved some of their offensive woes here, which they were suffering from earlier on this year.
Yeah, and it's so nice to see the Teal getting as many opportunities that they have on goal. And I really do think, like we talked about at halftime, Kurt, this formation change will continue to do wonders for this Teal team. The players are all in favor for it. The coaching staff's all in favor for it. And really, they've really taken it to heart what this formation can do for them on the attacking side.
Jed McLeod leaves it forward here for Calderbank. Calderbank wins the ball back. Loose inside. On the run again, here is Daniel, but coming up here is the keeper to corral it.
Looks like Calderbank took another shot here, Kurt.
May have taken a boot to the head here, and Calderbank is certainly one of those players who is not afraid to put his body on the line, but you know, he's one of the unsung heroes of this midfield here for the Teal. He really knows how to keep things organized, getting those attacks moving here and set up for the attackers.
Yeah, Jake Calderbank is one of those players that I call a director. He takes the ball. He has fantastic vision. Once he receives the ball, he turns his body. He knows where his teammates are going to be. He knows the formation that they're in. They know the kind of speed and pace that they play with. And really, Jake Calderbank, once he gets the ball, his teammates know exactly where he's going to go.
Turnover here by Inter Nashville. From one McLeod to the other. And a whistle, and there is a jersey tug right in front of the side official here, Bon Salati Husseini. It's a free kick.
Yeah, Inter Nashville didn't like the call, but it was pretty obvious there on the hold on Salati Husseini.
Here's a long ball to McLeod, and this will be corralled by the keeper here for Inter Nashville.
And Kurt, if you're the keeper for Inter Nashville, you're more frustrated about the back line. There hasn't been much communication between yourself and the back line, and then you're frustrated because the attack of the Teal has just been consistent, and they've been able to capitalize.
Speaking of consistent, here is McLeod, and a lot of traffic at the top of the 18, trying to get some help from Daniel here. It's coughed up and taken by Inter Nashville before it goes out of play. Well, be sure to transform your outdoors with Forever Lawn Kentuckiana. Get a beautiful low-maintenance lawn all year round with Forever Lawn Kentuckiana. Perfect for homes, businesses, and playgrounds. Visit ForeverLawnKentuckiana.com for your free consultation today. Quick off the inbound here for Southern Indiana. Here is McCloskey. A lot of traffic to go through. It goes out of play, and we will see it is a corner kick awarded here to the Teal.
Great little spurt of possession there for Casey McCloskey. Does a nice little turn there, right, and I believe he split 3 defenders there, caught him off guard, earns the corner for the Teal.
Leaving it short here is Abner. And now coming back with it. Trying to set up the cross. Lobbed inside, headed out, a whistle. And it's a very ardent whistle here as we have a little bit of words being exchanged here between George Abner and the other. Or is that Abner or McCloskey? That's McCloskey. That is Casey McCloskey.
Yeah, we have a red card there, Kurt.
Oh, that is a red card. And it looks like it's against Nashville here.
Yeah, Casey McCloskey, as he was going to take the cross, just gets absolutely clobbered.
And so now some players having to separate here as Elias McLeod trying to be diplomatic here between the two ball clubs. But either way, looks like we have an ejection here for Nashville. So it looks like Nashville is going to have to play with 10 men here for the remainder of the ball game.
And unfortunate for Nashville. Really, you're down 6-0. Losing your head on that one. Just unfortunate for the Nashville side now having to play with 10 men and this fierce attack from Southern Indiana FC.
So we'll take a look at this again here as McCloskey was coming out here for the ball. And that was just a hard play to the shins right there.
Yeah, just a late tackle there as Casey McCloskey sent the ball. The ball was already in the air when he was tackled, Kurt.
And so it looks like the referee pulled out a yellow card, and I believe that was a second yellow card on the same player, so that results, of course, in a red card. So either way, it is 10 men here for Nashville.
Yeah, Kurt, sorry, I didn't see the yellow card at first. I thought it was just a straight red, and I was a little confused, but yeah, that makes sense. And as Kellen Clegg gets his entrance into the match.
How about this? Kellen the Leg Clegg, as he is affectionately known around here, of course, coming in relief here today. Of course, he is another big goal scorer for Southern Indiana, 20 on his career. He's had 5 this season. So here is Casey McCloskey to stand over the ball. He lines that one in, and a good attempt that time off the header, but it goes a little to the left. Here comes Nashville. A little bit of space as they stop things short and develop something. Nashville able to get it into the SIFC attacking third. Cross in front of the goal. Lobbed up. Good defense here by Calderbank.
Yeah, Calderbank played that off his back to clear it out.
Clegg leaves it back for McLeod and comes up to McCloskey, who streaks up the left side. Here is a long ball to Clegg off the one touch and behind the keeper. Kellen the Leg Clegg, everybody, comes in and not even a minute in, gets on the board.
Welcome to the match, Kellen the Leg Clegg. My goodness, a beautiful ball in from Casey McCloskey. Gets a touch, Kellen Clegg that is, gets a touch past the keeper and smashes it home. What a way to introduce yourself to the match, Kurt.
By the way here, Brant McCoskey, Kellen was the previous all-time leading scorer.
Yes.
Now that honor is to Nate Brown after the 2 goals he's had today. A little friendly competition here between these 2 ball players.
Oh, you love to see it. But a great ball by Casey McCloskey. Great heads up as to where the keeper was coming off his line by Kellen Clegg. Gets his right foot to it, taps it down, and then just smashes it home. Kellen Clegg, he's been in the game for under a minute and gets on the board.
That's his 6th goal of the season, as here's another steal in transition. Here is McLeod right at the top of the 18, tries to go around 2 defenders, and now we have a whistle and a quick free kick here for Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville just really trying to get anything going. Yeah, that was a good 50-50 ball there.
Here is McLeod off the corner. Tipped off here and back into the middle. On the lob inside by Abner. And cleared back out here by Nashville. 60 minutes have come and gone here in this match. 7-0 here to Southern Indiana. And Brant, this is as good as we've seen Southern Indiana look all season long. As from distance, oh my goodness! Elias McLeod from 30 yards out along the ground.
Elias McLeod took the space in which he was given, and beautiful placement there. Low to the corner with pace, Kurt, and that's exactly what he did. Excellent placement. Look at all the space that he has and just buries it home, and the keeper just watches the ball kiss the old onion bag, and it is now 8-0 Teal.
We have now had 4 different players make it 5 different players get on the board here this evening to make up the 8 goals that have been scored, and Inter Nashville just absolutely rovied at the moment here as they just try to get through this final 30 minutes.
And really, kudos to the Teal for not taking their foot off the gas. I mean, this is just absolute pressure, pristine defense, incredible attack, obviously, with the 8 goals, but everyone is getting involved here tonight, Kurt, and you love to see that if you're Coach Vigar.
Calderbank sends this one forward, trying to feed it to Clegg, and that's corralled here by the goalkeeper.
And my kudos as well to Coach Vigar being introduced in the New Albany Hall of Fame a couple weeks ago.
Absolutely.
So shout out to Coach being inducted. It's fantastic, an incredible achievement.
Of course, Coach Vigar has been involved with the club for quite a while here on the academy side and developmental as well, but now as the head coach, steering the future here of this Teal squad, and so far, so good here this season in his first year.
And everyone is bought into everything that he preaches, everything that he draws up, everything that he and his coaching staff, their ideas, but really he loves the ideas that the players have too. It's a full team and organization effort when it comes to what this Southern Indiana FC Teal team is doing.
And as you hear, Brad Hornback checks into the ball game. He is another one of the staunch defenders here for this Teal squad here in his career. Here is Brown standing over it here on the set piece. On the roller, McCloskey tries to go with the left foot off the corner and in. Casey McCloskey adds his name.
What I love about this play, Kurt, Nate Brown acts like he's going to smash it, bend the ball in, lays it off nicely to a streaking Casey McCloskey. Casey has to get it to his left foot past the defender and then just smashes it into the far corner. Casey McCloskey gets on the board.
Take a look at this again. Taking the space, a big hole left here by Inter Nashville, using the post for an assist. And Casey McCloskey gets on the board. That is his 5th goal of the season.
Just great teamwork there by the Teal. Casey McCloskey cutting across the box right in front of the wall. Just does a fantastic job, gets it to his left foot and smashes it home.
Well, that goal brought to you by Orion Renewable Energy Group, who is proud to support Southern Indiana FC. Orion puts the sun to work for Indiana families with clean, renewable energy. There's power in the sun, and Orion Renewable Energy Group is developing clean, green energy with new solar projects all across Southern Indiana. Find out more at orionrenewables.com. Go team, go solar power in Indiana. Again, the season high scoring here for Southern Indiana was 12 goals against Tango FC back on October 5th. Southern Indiana only needs 3 more to at least equal that total here, and they still have 27 minutes to do it.
Casey McCloskey.
Well, and really for this Teal squad too, Kurt, they know what the goal differential is with them in tempo. Yes, this helps pad that goal differential, but really the tempo, they're going to be tough to catch regarding the goal differential. So we'll see what happens after this, but fun to watch nonetheless.
By the way, Tennessee Tempo have finished their regular season, so they are sitting and waiting for how the rest of the playoffs will shake out here from this juncture. Brad Hornback again into the ball game here, playing that right back position. Here is Kramer, sends it forward to McLeod. Nate Brown coming in from an attacking mid position.
Well, Kurt, if I did my math correctly, and Lord knows I try, but if I did my math correctly, with a win tonight, the Teal will wrap up at least the second spot going into the playoffs. So you can check my math if you want to, Kurt. But
well,
really,
I would say your math is sound given the fact that when you look at the points standings, of course, Morazan ZLA are the third-place team. They would have to win at least their next match, but they would have to win out the rest of the season, given the fact that also they would need help from Southern Indiana FC to lose next week at Tennessee United.
Right.
So either way, the odds are stacked against them. But if Southern Indiana wins tonight, which they likely will, they will lock up the second spot here in the playoff standings.
Right, absolutely. So really big thing here is you're taking care of business at home, which is exactly what you want to do. Go on the road against Tennessee United next week. Try to lock up another 3 points and see where it takes you in the playoff standings. But, yeah, locking up at least second for the playoffs is absolutely massive.
Free kick here for Inter Nashville off of their own 18. And the long ball sent back in. Husseini makes easy work of it here for Kramer. Here is McCloskey, coming with a lot of space. Tries to feed it ahead here to Clegg. And coming with a full head of steam, and both players smiling at each other right there as the goalkeeper comes up and corrals that one.
Yeah, really, Kellen and the goalkeeper smiling after that one as I think the goalkeeper realized that Kellen really couldn't stop because he had come up so far.
Here's a play here, and apologies for the fleeting expletives here, of course, as there was that's going to be a yellow card here to Jake Calderbank. Getting a little chippy here at the moment here as we work into the 68th minute.
And again, apologies for the expletives being thrown around out here tonight here.
Some players having some words here as the officials are trying to move through this one here, as you have the side judge here getting involved as well. And you even have the Inter Nashville goalkeeper coming up here with it as well. The yellow card is still out here.
Yeah, and the officiating crew doing everything they can to keep heads level.
And Elias McLeod having some words here on the sideline with Inter Nashville's players as well. So all of this, of course, adding time to stoppage time here later on. So as the players keep on rolling, so after the long stoppage here, we resume play here in the 69th minute. Again, a yellow card issued to Jake Calderbank. So as we get back into play here, tonight's game is brought to you by Doghouse. Craving the ultimate gourmet hot dogs, sausages, and burgers? Will look no further than Doghouse, made with the top quality ingredients and served on their signature grilled King's Hawaiian rolls. Every bite is a game changer. Visit Doghouse today and taste the difference. Check out the full menu at doghouse.com. That's doghouse.com. Coming up on minute number 70 here in this ball game, as Southern Indiana sitting pretty with a 9-0 lead. Goals by a handful of players. A hat trick tonight by Daniel Nkuranziza, who has I believe, come out of the ball game with Kellen Clegg coming in as well. But you also have Elias McLeod, Kellen Clegg, Nathan Brown with 2 goals tonight, Salati Husseini getting 1, and Casey McCloskey also on the board as well. Enter Nashville, trying to get the possession rolling.
And that's what's so great about this Teal team, too, is that really everyone gets involved. Everyone gets involved. Unfortunately, Zane Love not coming up and getting a goal as well. But really everyone on this Teal squad gets involved in seemingly every aspect of the match.
Have you ever seen a goalie goal?
Yes.
Of course you have.
They are very entertaining, too, because the celebrations are epic.
I'm sure they are. Here is Calderbank working now with McCloskey on the right side. McCloskey with a little space, tries to get the roller in front of the net with the heel by Clegg on the rebound, nothing there. And we keep on rolling here with Elam Dogby.
And Kellen Clegg absolutely almost snuck the back heel.
And there was a nice little curve there from Elias McLeod that was poked out there by the keeper. And it looked like the official may have missed a handball right here from Elam Dogby, but either way, you look at this nice little strike from McLeod.
Yeah, almost bends it into the top corner, and Inter Nashville is absolutely livid about the no call on the handball there, but great heads-up play by the Inter Nashville keeper to clear the ball over the post and get the ball out of play.
Now we have some substitutions here as it looks like Leo Dorticos will come onto the pitch for the first time here this evening.
Another very entertaining player from Southern Indiana FC. Leo, he's had great impact when he's been in the match for the Teal this season.
So here is a corner kick here for Southern Indiana. Headed up and out of play. And it'll be a goal kick here for Inter Nashville. Here comes Calderbank here for Southern Indiana. Slid back out there and poked into the middle here by Inter Nashville. And that is Destin who comes in on the back line as well. So lots of substitutions here for Southern Indiana. Destin Kajabwami, who has had some limited minutes this season. Good to see him into the rotation as we have a nice little poke out here by the goalkeeper of Inter Nashville, but an even better attack here as that set up Clegg, but couldn't quite get the hand, or couldn't get the foot on it, I should say.
Yeah, it was fantastic goalkeeping from Inter Nashville. A streaking Kellen Clegg coming through the box and really just gets his arms out there to knock the ball out.
Here's a nice little run from Leo. He tries to work with Clegg that time. And a whistle and a goal kick going to be awarded here to Inter Nashville. Well, approaching the final 15 minutes of regulation here, Brant. We will probably have some significant stoppage time given the yellow cards and red cards being given out here in this second half as well.
Yeah, and really unfortunate for Inter Nashville. You know, cooler heads always do prevail, Kurt, but really some chippy moments here from Inter Nashville, but really unfortunate to see a player down as well.
It's a player with a cleat off here at midfield.
Good look at Brad Horn back there. Another fun player for the Teal.
A native of Louisville, attended Ballard High School across the way. And the official just trying to maintain order here as the Inter Nashville player here gets his tire reinflated here, and we keep things rolling on.
And going back to Brad Hornback, you know, in the matches that he's been in, he's gotten a lot of run with the Teal this season. And he is another one of those players that on that back line is not afraid to come all the way up into the attacking third and track all the way back, but creates great opportunities for his teammates.
Hornback started pretty much the entire season a year ago and has come on in substitution in many roles as well here this season. Here is Calderbank with a lot of space in the middle. He pump fakes with the left, goes back to Nate Brown. Here comes Leo in the attacking third. Leaves it back out here to McLeod. Jed McLeod outside to Clegg. Clegg gives himself some space, crosses into the middle, and Nashville pokes it back into the mid.
Kellen Clegg probably ran about 45 yards just in that attacking third, trying to create space for himself. Watching him off the ball and his movement is fascinating.
Some one-touch ball here as they try to set up Calderbank on that attack. McLeod flips it to Jed McLeod, and now Calderbank. Trying to look ahead here, but Clegg had to stay on side and lets that one go.
Yeah, unfortunate there on the run from Kellen Clegg. Knew he was offside, couldn't go touch it.
McLeod trying to win the ball here. Nashville coming on a small attack. Not many numbers to work with here as the Southern Indiana defense being a little sticky here as it's going to be a free kick here for Nashville. Here's the feed inside. Easy header here for Calderbank. On the rebound comes Nashville. Looking ahead.
Right idea. Just unfortunate there for Nashville. Good defense from the Teal.
Hornback sends this one back in. Tracking it down is McLeod. The loose ball, though, fought for. And this is actually Kellen Clegg as he takes a shove from behind.
Yeah, good sportsmanship there. Kellen Clegg knew that wasn't anything too faulty there from Nashville. He did take a shot, but I love the sportsmanship there.
Here is Brown with a lot of space in the middle. Has some help from McLeod. Nice little shake and bake here. He leaves it for Elam, who goes on target. Saved. Rebound comes for there in the middle. And here is McLeod tipping it to himself. And he finds the back of the net, but they're not going to give him the goal. Looked like they're going to say it was a handball.
Another great build-up there from the Teal. Unfortunate on the call. Looks like Kellen Clegg there was the one that tapped it into the goal. Just unfortunate. Looks like may have been a foul or a handball possibly from the Teal inside the box.
I think it's likely the latter here, Brant, because you see the rebound here. You had the tip from Brown, and just a slight little nudge from the arm there, I believe, is the reason for the no goal.
Either way, a close call. Another great possession, another great build-up from the Teal. You hate to see that tally taken away from Kellen Clegg, but
well, for over 50 years, Martin's Body Shop and Clarksville Collision have been Southern Indiana's top collision repair centers with certified technicians in locations in New Salisbury, Georgetown, and Clarksville. They'll handle your insurance claims and get you back on the road fast. Martin's Body Shop and Clarksville Collision, as there is a big strike off the tip, and Kellen Clegg says, yes, that was a goal. And now it's 10-0 here to Southern Indiana.
Yep, Kellen Clegg absolutely just does a great job. Great build-up again from the Teal. Beautiful pass, great layoff there from Nate Brown. And Kellen Clegg one-times it with the left foot right into the left corner. Great finish, his second on the match. Kellen Clegg on the board again and just makes up for that little mishap on the play before.
By the way, now he and Nate Brown are tied for all-time leading scorer here for club history.
Well, two of the best and just two very entertaining players for this Teal squad. They both know how to find the back of the net and both doing it here twice tonight.
Mind you, Kellen Clegg did not start this match. In fact, he came in at about the 52nd minute. And so far, or I should say the 58th minute, that's when he scored his first goal, as here's another one a little bit off target that time from distance.
Yeah, it looked like Calderbank took a rip from distance there on that one, and just the pressure just keeps raining on this Nashville back line.
Well, we've talked about how this new formation for Southern Indiana has made goal scoring a little bit more efficient in the latter half of this season. Well, so far here, Brant, Southern Indiana has 12 shots on goal, 10 of them finding the back of the net to only 8 that have gone off target.
That's incredible. That's a fantastic stat, Kurt. And really, if you look back at the Open Cup match, they won that game 7-1. They've scored 17 goals in this new formation. I think they might be sticking with this formation for a while.
Here is some room for Southern Indiana. They get behind the defense. McLeod trying to set things up. Gives it to Brown. Brown tries to lob it ahead for Leo, but coming out here is the keeper for Nashville.
And McLeod had so much time, he didn't know what to do with it there. He had two players. He had Leo running down the far side. He had Kellen Clegg running towards the middle of the box as well. Didn't know which direction to go. Unfortunately, puts it too far in front of Leo.
We're in the final 10 minutes of regulation, mind you, with stoppage time notwithstanding. Here's a nice feed to Clegg. Could he get a hat trick in substitution? He gets bumped in the penalty area. No whistle. It goes out of play and a goal kick for Nashville.
Kellen Clegg doing what he can to draw a penalty there. Referee says nothing doing on that one. Looks like he may have gotten a hand to the face, but referee not buying that one.
Kind of a mistouch here by the defense of Nashville as they try to work ahead. Easy pickings here for Jake Calderbank, but Nashville is able to get the ball back.
Good job there by Nashville to keep that possession in the in that tight space there, and unfortunately loses the ball on the sideline here.
Salati Husseini puts the ball in. He's played every minute of this match so far on the back line. He has a header on a set piece from earlier in the ball game. Here's a nice run by Clegg, one-on-one with the keeper. Can he get number 3? Yes, he can! A hat trick for Kellen Clegg as he comes in, only playing a handful of minutes here in this second half, but that makes it 11-0 for Southern Indiana.
And Kellen the Leg Clegg doing what he does best, finding the back of the old onion bag, has so much space in front of him, and just taps it past the keeper into the corner. Keeper, nothing he could do about it. Kellen the Leg Clegg showing the keeper, hey, that's 3, sir. That's the hat trick. Kellen Clegg, just a phenomenal finish there for the Teal.
23 career goals for him now in a Southern Indiana uniform, his 8th on the season. And it's even more rewarding to see him get in the back of the net like that as well, given the slow start he had this season.
He had a bit of a slow start, and you and I talked about that a few matches ago, Kurt. Really, he was in kind of a scoring slump, and Coach Vigar even talked about that a couple weeks ago with us. Just, building that confidence with him. When you're in the box, and Kurt, it's funny that we're talking about this right now because it's so funny, and coaches talk about this all the time. If you're in the box, you shoot it. Just shoot it.
You don't say.
It sounds so cliche, but goalkeepers hate shots from anywhere inside the box. So many players, they want to take the cute ticky-tack passes or take, oh my goodness, and another goal.
Oh my goodness, that was a roller from distance.
Keeper lost his footing on the line, and another goal for Southern Indiana FC.
And we couldn't quite see who got the touch on that because Brant and I were looking at each other while we were making a point. This is Leo Dorticos. How about that, everybody?
And Leo shooting it from distance as well. He was about 20, 25 yards out when he took that off his left foot. The goalkeeper just lost his footing going to the left side, and the ball just trickles into the back of the net. Leo getting on the tally.
This ties a season-high scoring for Southern Indiana this season with 12 goals. And things just going from bad to worse here for Nashville as they just try to muddy through these final 5 minutes plus stoppage time.
And just as I was talking about how keepers hate goals, hate shots from inside the 18, apparently they hate them from outside the 18 as well.
Leo now working with McLeod as here's a nice little lob off the top of the post and out of play by Jed McLeod. Well, taking the match to the apex and keeping the energy high, Apex Music is the official DJ of Southern Indiana FC. From game day hype to unforgettable events, Apex Music delivers top-tier entertainment. Whether you need a DJ for your next party, wedding, or corporate event, they've got you covered. Learn more at apexmusiclou.com. That is apexmusiclou.com.
And the Teal doing a great job here. They're trying to play quick 1-2 passes in that attacking third. And great job defensively there. And, oh, Nate Brown tried to get one there. Causes the foul.
Nashville have yet to get any kind of shot here in this second half. All three of the shots that they've taken here in this ball game came in the first half, and they've only had one on goal, which was their very first shot, which happened in the first minute.
And really, the beginning of the match, Kurt, it was really promising for Nashville. They had a couple opportunities streaking down the far side, getting a couple good build-up opportunities, and just could not capitalize on anything.
Here comes Leo again with numbers. This is Clegg, top of the 18, with the left foot right on target, and it's into the hands of the keeper. Final 3 minutes of regulation. Hornback with a run. Has to tip it here into the feet of Zane Love. That was a nice little promising attack from Nashville as Destin puts this one back into the middle.
Good turn here.
Here is Calderbank.
Yep, from Calderbank. Great turn there. Great possession in the midfield.
Wide open here on the far side as Elam puts this one off target. Or actually, no, that is Sam Fatumakiza who is into the ball game. So Sam coming in here in relief here on the attacking left side. He takes his first shot of the ball game, and it's a little off target.
Yeah, good to see Sam getting some run here. He had some run earlier in the season.
Sam works up top here this time with Brown. Brown looks with the right foot. Back to Leo. Leo in some traffic. Gets it touched away.
Yeah, Leo tried to get it back to his left foot. Tried to send it back across the box to get a shot on goal, and unfortunately lost possession.
Touch from behind here by McLeod. And a free kick here for Nashville. Well, coming into the final 90 seconds here of regulation, Brand, I started making this point earlier. Of course, it was pretty fitting given the fact that another goal was scored there by Southern Indiana, but this is by far the best that we have seen Nashville look all season based on how we've seen them play at home.
Yeah, so Southern Indiana FC, we've seen them, you and I have seen them every game this season, -1 when I wasn't on the call with you, but really the Southern Indiana FC team, they're very streaky. They've got the pace. They've got the possession down. But then it was getting the goal-scoring opportunities, and they are clicking on every cylinder tonight. Everything is clicking for this Teal team here tonight.
Hat tricks for Kellen Clegg and Daniel Nkuranziza. You also have 2 goals tonight for Nathan Brown. And then Casey McCloskey, Leo Dorticos, Salati Husseini, Elias McLeod getting in on it as well. Here's another attack from Calderbank. He gets his pocket picked on that transition.
Yeah, good tackle there from Nashville.
It goes out of bounds here off the foot from Destin. And another reminder here, Southern Indiana will be on the road here for their final league match against Tennessee United on November 16th. But then They will be right back here at home again on November 22nd for U.S. Open Cup play, and they are going to go ahead and blow the final whistle here in this one. So that is full time. Your final score 12-0 here for Southern Indiana FC. An excellent match here, to say the least, here for the Teal.
Yeah, when you can put a dozen on the scoreboard against a league foe. I mean, really, fantastic match from Southern Indiana FC in every aspect of the match. Goalie, defense, midfield, and attack. Just a great match all around from the Teal.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by The Exchange. If you're looking for the perfect spot to unwind, The Exchange in New Albany offers delicious, locally inspired dishes, craft cocktails, and a great atmosphere for any occasion. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying a night out, The Exchange is the place to be. Visit exchangeforfood.com to explore the menu and plan your visit today. Brant McCoskey, we're back here again on November 22nd as it's Open Cup qualifying match against Briar United FC.
Yeah, that's going to be a very entertaining match. Don't forget, everybody listening, free admission for the match. If you're in the area, show up. Free swag to the first 150 people that come out. Come cheer on the Teal. It's going to be a great match against Briar United FC from out of North Carolina. They win, they're into the Open Cup.
Special thanks to our producer, Sean Walker, as well as our cameraman, Elijah Mash. For Brant McCoskey, I'm Kurt Darling, saying so long till next time. A 12-0 victory for Southern Indiana FC over Nashville FC here this evening. You have been watching Southern Indiana FC Soccer here on the ISC Sports Network.